Hello everyone, this is a brief explanation about the difference between collagen peptide when it comes in powder form and in granulated form. The first thing that I have to clarify regarding this point is that there is really no difference between powder form and granulated form. There's no difference in terms of how it smells, how it tastes, how it looks like. Both are essentially a white powder. There's no difference in between the amino acid composition, the nutritional facts, the efficacy is all exactly the same. The only difference between collagen peptide in powder form and in granulated form is that granulated form has been subject to an extra manufacturing process or an extra manufacturing layer whereby the collagen powder in this form is subject to some special process of granulation, we call it, whereby we utilize water in order to increase the size of the powder particles. That does not mean that we are changing the molecular weight of the collagen peptide. The molecular weight will remain the same. There is no difference between powder form and granulated form. The granulation, as I was saying before, it is a process whereby the collagen in the powder form is subject to an extra process of granulation whereby we utilize water in order to increase the particle size of the collagen so that we can make it a little bit more soluble in plain water. That is the only difference between collagen peptide in powder and collagen peptide in granules. So now I'm going to show you how one and the other can be equally dissolved in water at room temperature. And I'm going to make the experiment right now. Again, I repeat, this is collagen peptide in powder form and this is collagen peptide in granulated form. If you bring the camera a little closer to show the actual collagen peptide, you will see that both, as I said before, are white powder. But collagen in powder form that I'm pointing right now, as you can see, the particles are very fine and small. I will move it a little bit so that you can see. And the collagen in granulated form, meaning the collagen powder that has been subject to granulation, the particles are a little bigger, as you can see here. In terms of volume, the volume of the particles are a little bigger. And you can see it's a little more like, I don't know, let's say they were fluffy, the collagen peptide. You can see, I do not know if you can see by the camera, but the granule size is a little bigger than the powder form. I hope it is seeable in the camera. But both are essentially white powder. This one, the granulated, is slightly more fluffy and more, let's say, the particles are a little bigger. But that is the only difference. There's only a physical difference between one and the other. But all the chemical structure, all the efficacy, the molecular size, it is exactly the same. There's no difference whatsoever. Okay, so let's dissolve them in water. This is water in room temperature. And this one that I have in my right hand is collagen peptide in powder form. And I will put, let's use a spoon so that we use a fair amount for comparing both. I will put the collagen peptide right on top as it is. And I will put the collagen peptide in powder form in the same amount of water right as it is. So both collagen peptides have the same quality and the same smell. There is no difference between one and the other. But of course, as you can see in the camera, the collagen peptide in the powder form dissolves faster. That is the only difference. But the faster dissolving is due to, again, the granulation process, but not due to any particular chemical process at all. So, and this is the collagen in powder form, which is going to take a little longer in dissolving, but it will dissolve as well. So I have to stir it a little bit. This is what you normally would do when you mix it with some juice or some other any other kind of beverage. In particular, when you mix collagen peptide in hot beverage, for example, I like to take my collagen with my coffee or my tea in the morning, it will dissolve way faster, because when the drink is hot, the collagen obviously dissolves even faster. This is a collagen in powder form, and this is a collagen in granulation form. And we are stirring a little bit here. And now we are going to let it sit for just a little bit of time. And after the collagen powder sits in the glass, you will be able to see how both products will turn into essentially white or transparent, like water, making practically no difference between plain water and this collagen solution. So usually you would wait like 1 or 2 minutes to see the final dissolution of the collagen peptide, but even waiting less than that, you can see that the powder collagen has already dissolved. And this is water in room temperature in here, and this is the one in granulated form. So usually you may want to dissolve the collagen peptide by putting the collagen peptide in the glass before pouring the liquid. In that way the collagen will be dissolved faster. I like to put the collagen peptide in the bottom of the glass first, and then pour the coffee or the tea or the juice or the water on top of it, and in that case it dissolves pretty fast. So it has less than 1 minute has elapsed, but you can see here, you can look at both collagen peptides, powder form and granulated form, and you will see that there's no difference between one and the other. Thank you very much, and I hope this explanation was useful for everyone, and please get in touch with us for more questions. Thank you very much.